What is up, you guys? It's your boy Devin. Just kidding, I'm not a boy, I'm a man. I'm 21 now, okay? I'm the motherfucking man. You dig? What's up, you guys? I just had to interject a little bit, and I noticed as I'm editing this back that the top half of my head is cut off. I'm super sorry about that. I promise it will not ever happen again. Please stick to the video because I actually touch on some serious ass shit. Also, if you notice the pile of laundry in the corner of the screen, fucking ignore it. Thank you. Get back to the video. If you guys do not already know, my name is Devin the motherfucking Don. Nice to meet you. If you're new here, go ahead and smash, grab, thumbs up that like button. Just kidding. You can do it if you want to. If you end up liking this video, go for it. But I would appreciate it if you subscribe. I got a whole bunch of videos and I'm still gonna have a whole bunch of videos coming out. So I would truly appreciate it. Now that we got that out of the way, it's a serious subject, you guys. And I just recently got out of this serious subject that we're even speaking on right now. I was going to name this video how to deal with unsupportive parents. However, most of the time it can be even more serious than unsupportiveness, and it can be even more serious than dealing with. Sometimes it can be surviving. That's what it was in my case. Let's get right to it, okay? If you have unsupportive parents, whether they're on either side of the spectrum, sometimes your parents just don't give a fuck and they're like, get out of my way, like I don't care what you're doing, like leave me alone, leave me out of it, and that is unsupportiveness. And then you have what I have, which is like anti-trans, homophobic, bigoted, whatever you want to call it. And let's not compare, it's apples and oranges. Either way it is wrong, and it is something that no child or no young adult should have to go through. So it's not a comparison, it's not a my horse is bigger than your horse thing at all. Whether you have one or the other, these tips can still apply to you. The number one way that I survived my dick of a father, this is for you if you're watching. A lot of lessons this guy taught me, but he's still a dick, I don't care. As you guys know, Devin's mommy and daddy didn't love him. It's true, it's true, it's true. I don't care, I love myself, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. So, the number one way, I know I got sidetracked, the number one way that I survived having a dick of a father was being out of the house most of the time. Most days of the week, I was doing something, I was preoccupied, I had something to attend, okay? And that is the number one way that you are going to survive your unsupportive parents, because you'll not fucking see your unsupportive parents, okay? If you can do that, do it. So, I went to Sunserve, which in Florida is, South Florida I guess, is like the LGBTQ support groups. They have resources, stuff like that. And I actually had it good because the location that I attended was actually at a church, so I was able to tell my dad that I was going to church group, and he believed it because I was forced to go to church. So I guess he just, you know, went with it, which was good for me. And actually when I was there, I was able to talk about being trans, how it felt in my everyday life, and I was able to actually receive some sort of support there. So that was actually hella cool for me. Another thing I did was I hung out with a lot of people all of the time. I was always out of the house, going to dinner, going to movies, going to the mall. And yes, I did get told by my dad a lot, you always out the house, what you doing, why you always on the streets, kid? But I'd rather get told that than you're fucking delusional, kill yourself, you're terrible. Not to trigger anybody, but yeah. The second way that I was able to survive my dick of a father was through my girlfriend. And not to make it sound codependent, even though, let's call a spade, it was sort of codependent for that time. Whenever I felt down in the dumps, whenever I felt fucking terrible, like just like I didn't have any purpose, like I was never ever going to transition, like I was never ever going to be the Devin that I felt I truly was on the inside, my girlfriend would call me, or she would text me, or I would call her or text her, and she would just be like, bro, I see you, I know that I don't know, but I know. And at that time, that helped me out so much, and I don't think I do a good enough job of expressing to her how happy I am and how appreciative I am of that time that she helped me out emotionally. Because I'm not trying to tell you guys to go out and build a codependent relationship. I'm lucky enough that we were able to grow from that into sort of like a synergistic relationship. Synergistic? Is that a word? It is a word. We're gonna put a definition somewhere over here. I'm lucky that my codependent relationship was able to grow into something else, but I'm not telling you guys to go out and do that. But if you could find a friend, or, you know, it's probably a little extreme if it is your partner, But if you guys could just find that one person, aunt, uncle, whatever, pastor, it doesn't have to be a partner. Anybody who you could call up when you're feeling like there's no fucking hope for you and they could pump some life into you. Pause. Do not take that the wrong way at all. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm probably gonna edit this out. Terrible. If you could find that one person who's really just gonna tell you like you're fucking worth it. Even if that's me, bro, go on my Instagram and DM me and I'll tell you you're fucking worth it, bro. Like, nobody deserves to go through the shit that we have to go through. Even being trans by yourself is hard enough, let alone having somebody on top of you telling you you're terrible, you're delusional, you're mentally ill, what are you talking about? Like, you're not this, you're not that. You know what I mean? So find somebody who will just make you feel like you're worth it, okay? And also find it within yourself. At the end of the day, my girlfriend helping me was cool, me being out of the house was cool, but if I did not have the vision for myself of who I wanted to be, of greatness, and I still haven't reached it yet, but I feel like I'm on the way there. If I did not have that shit inside of my heart, bro, if I didn't know, if I didn't look at the mirror and be like, bro, you're fucking king, and looking back at me, I'm sorry to tell you guys, I was not looking at a king in the mirror back then, but it's cool. Like, if I didn't have that in me, I would not be here today. So beyond everything that I'm telling you, find a fucking king or find a fucking queen within yourself. Cis, trans, no matter what, you always gotta big yourself up, bigger than anybody else will ever tell you. And it's okay to sometimes need somebody to tell you, but you gotta tell yourself before anybody else does, okay? More than anything, guys, just know that it fucking ends. Not in like a bad way, like a good way, like it ends in a good way. Like, you'll find a way to be independent, to support yourself, to have people around you that do support you. I'm currently working on that. I'm happy for what I do have, but you'll find people who fucking love you, you dig? Devin loves you. If nothing else, Devin fucking loves you, bro. So you'll find that, you'll transition, you'll do what you gotta do, you'll knock it out. You know what I mean? Don't put too much fucking pressure on yourself. If you're watching this, I know that my audience, I looked at fucking YouTube analytics. My audience is from like 18 to 24, so we're some babies, bro. We still got a long ass way to go. I'm 21, so I know I still have a long way to go, especially like you guys who are watching this that are younger. I know a lot of you guys are fucking preteen, and I know that feeling. I'm about to be 7 months, and sometimes I even forget that I'm on this shit. Just know that I love you guys. Just know that you're going to get to where you have to go. Tough it out. Keep going. Do what you gotta do to get by, but don't hurt yourself or anybody else, okay? Don't do it. So watch more of these videos. Go watch some other dudes. I fucking love watching Calvin Guerra. Who else did I used to like to watch? Ryan Stalvey.
Say it.
Alright, you guys, sorry about that. My camera died, but y'all should already know Devin loves you. Devin is a Dawn, and Devin is out of here, boy.